So make a lot of goddamn noise for Evan, Hole, and Andre Hashem!
Let's go.
All right, 5 roast jokes each. Let's see what you got. Who's starting first?
Oh, that's
Who can
so,
figure out the
so
goddamn
generous.
mic, I guess.
I never knew Jews to be generous. That's fucking...
That's a good one, Andre.
Sorry, it's factually correct, right? Evan has a great job and he makes a lot of money because buying expensive booze is the only way he can reach the top shelf.
That's pretty fun. I used to be anti-Israel. Right? Are we anti-Israel in here? Yeah.
Yep.
Couple here. Yep, he is. Used to be anti-Israel until I found out that Andre's Palestinian, and now I'm anti-both. Also, very brave of you guys to try to fix the gap by putting us two on stage together.
I'm such a social justice
Great
warrior.
job.
So this, just a little bit of background. This roast is actually versus the least likable person in the comedy scene versus the most likable person in the comedy scene. And that is entirely dependent on whether or not you think Jews are people.
Andre has a voice, got a nice voice, got a voice for radio, and he's got a face for mugshots. Yeah.
Did you see mine?
Oh no, what?
Yeah.
Hold on, let's go.
No, I gotta
Andre, don't help him.
It's all right. My eyes were
Just like
glassy.
Palestine do. Just like Palestine do.
Evan looks like a softball player stopped mid-transition. If you don't make it in comedy, you can still make it as Chaz Bono.
I don't know who that is.
You should, you're Jewish.
Andre dropped out of law school to pursue comedy, you guys, which is why he apparently never learned that means, legally speaking, he's an idiot.
The truth is that I failed out twice, so legally speaking,
Again, don't help me.
I get to roast myself too. Fuck off.
We don't have the time for you to roast you.
Evan in his act, Evan will call himself an undercover Jew. There's not been a more undercover Jew since Anne Frank heard footsteps.
Give that guy revenge!
That was technically an endorsement of my comedy right there, you guys. So, I'll take that. Andre runs a comedy show called Quick Fix, which is a drug-themed comedy show, which is ironic because when I hear him do comedy, I want to OD.
All right, last joke.
All right. It's strange standing because normally Evan seems shorter to me, but Evan, you are so short that if you got crucified, it would look like a memorial for a Mexican kid.
That's a little almost at 5'8.5", just so we're clear. Andre, his full name's Andre Hashem. It's a name that both sounds Mexican and Middle Eastern. But when you talk to him, you realize he's actually retarded. I wasn't sure how that would go either.
My
but it was
full
fun.
name is on my Facebook profile. It's Sharif Andre Hashem.
You're making it worse,
Yeah,
pal.
Are you supposed to be good at research or something?
Can't read, all right?
All right, that was the most autistic thing I've ever seen. Guys, give it up for Evan and Andre. Yeah. All right, let's take it to our panel. Chris Grieco, I want to know your thoughts. They're going to make gay love apparently up here. Chris, what'd you think?
As much as I'm in favor of gay love. You know, guys, just some context, me and Andre are fighting right now. We're very angry at each other. However, even though he's up there looking like a bowling dad right now, I do think he held his own. I think you should give it up for Andre. That was really a lot of great jokes. I don't think, honestly, though, I just don't think he was quite as consistent as Evan. Evan had just the consistency, so I'm gonna have to give it to Evan, but I love that roast. That was really fun.
We love Jews here. All right, Kevin, what'd you think?
Let's give it for Andre Hashem, looking like a karaoke version of Freddie Mercury right now. This is Freddie Mercury if he was a non-committal weekend dad.
Freddie Mercury.
I only
never
sing
got out of
Radio
the
Gaga
lineups.
on Fridays. No, Andre I thought had a lot of fire, but Evan just had the consistency. I'm falling with Grieco right there.
Like a fine cake, Evan has the consistency. All right, Tito, what'd you think?
Evan, you have the charm of a school gym teacher. Andre, you look like you sell fake gold.
Wait, does that mean I have money now?
No, but it's real, I tell you.
Don't worry, it's not me.
I'm gonna go with Andre.
Okay,
Andre.
one
I'm
for
surprised. Andre
That
does
was-
look like he runs a kiosk that sells something at a mall.
Andre looks like when you walk into the shop, he goes, "Welcome, my friend."
I just love the
And that's
fact
not his
that
real voice. That's not his real voice. He would do that.
I just love the fact that to all of you guys, you think I'm employed. Like, that's fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
pay for this fucking club.
All right.
Or employable.
I think Andre looks more like a soccer lesbian, but that's just my take. Okay, Eric Everson.
Don't be mean to soccer. That's not fair.
What did you think?
That is tough. It was tit for tat for a little bit. If I go Andre, do we throw to the crowd? Is
We
that how it
do,
goes?
we have to.
That's I want to see it go to the crowd. That was
Go to the
very
crowd.
All right, all right. All right, this is pretty simple, guys. We're gonna give it up for each of them, depending on who you like better. Don't be the fucker that claps for both of them. Make a goddamn decision, okay? So if you thought Evan's roast were better, make some noise for Evan. Yeah. Okay. And if you thought Andre had better roast, make some noise for Andre. God, that was pretty
That seems
fucking.
pretty even to me.
Oh, I choose. All right. If I had to pick, if there was a gun to my head, I'd go with Evan just simply for that consistency. Guys, take a look at Evan.
Yeah.
Evan, 'cause he
Down to
shoots
the
lights.
wire.